Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ines, I'm an artist and illustrator, and in today's video I'm going to get into the Christmas spirit by doing a Christmas themed illustration. What I will start by doing is to explore the character of Santa Claus, and maybe I will introduce some elves and Christmas themed elements as well. And I will start by doing some sketches, then I will choose one of the sketches and finish it in digital painting in Procreate. So what I will be using is my beloved sketchbook from Crescent, the Rendr sketchbook from Crescent. After that I will photograph the sketch that I want to use and I will finish it in Procreate. So if you are interested to see how I do my Christmas theme illustration, please keep watching the video. I'm going to do several sketches of Santa Claus, trying different poses, expressions and even styles. Experimented with the beard shape and overall just tried to capture Santa's essence and kindness. I liked the round-nosed shape, so I kept it in the different sketches. I did some experimenting with simpler and more graphic designs, and overall I really enjoyed creating these sketches. So I did several poses. I tried to vary different angles, different expressions, even different designs of the shape of the face of Santa Claus. And it was a very good exercise for me. It made me get a bit looser on my drawings. And it's always a good exercise for me to do before I do a big painting, just get some ideas on the paper and just try different angles, different expressions, and just overall experimenting a lot. And it was quite fun to do, actually. This particular sketch of the Laughing Santa, I think it's actually really cute, and I really liked the expression, actually, how it turned out. I didn't use it for my final painting, but I still enjoyed making it a lot because I think it's quite expressive and I think it represents Santa Claus quite well and his laughter. I started by lining the drawings using Pigma FB pen and Micro PN because they create nice expressive lines, and I don't really need to do this in the sketchbook, to be honest, since I'm choosing a sketch and finishing the illustration in Procreate. But I always enjoy to do the lining of drawings and even create some value definitions because it gives me a guideline and reference of expressive lines that I will replicate in digital form. I always feel doing directly in digital form is not as expressive, at least in my experience, and it's totally possible to achieve it, but it's my personal preference to do this, and plus I have a nice sketchbook spread this way and I'm not mad about it. I continue lining the sketches and just varying between the two pens that I talked about, the Micron PN and the Pigma FB. They are quite nice pens and really expressive. They are pressure sensitive and I feel like they are easy to control, but at the same time, if I want to use a more of a stroke that can resemble a brush stroke, I can kind of achieve it using these, but it's still very easy and very controllable. So I really like those pens. They are amazing. Then I just do a rough shading using Copic markers and also my Faber-Castell watercolor markers as well, just to give an idea of volume and just different types of values as well. After finishing the lining, shading, I'll choose one of the sketches, photograph it, and finish it digitally. I refine the line work, create more detailing, and redo some bits that need some shaping. I try to keep the expressions clear and overall just try to clean the lines as much as I can while still keeping some of this expressive feel. This composition was really fun to do because I always try to tell a story. In here, Lily is obviously a naughty dog and the elves are trying to fix the situation, while Santa is debating whether she deserves to get a gift for Christmas or not. So I think it's quite a good scene. After the lining work, I blocked the areas to paint and work the color palette, and it was challenging because even though you know Christmas is green, red and gold in terms of coloring, the hues and tones can vary a lot, and I didn't want to choose a very in-your-face strong palette. So after some struggle, I chose to use like bluish greens and cold reds and warmer orange and yellows and also blues. So I think it ended up quite a cohesive painting, and I really liked the colors I chose in the end. The funnest part for me was to lit the Christmas lights and give the illusion of glow. That was really like probably the simpler task that I had to do during the painting, but for me it was quite nice to create the illusion of glow. I really liked it. After I painted all of the scene that I designed first, I thought it needed some sort of context in the background or something. I didn't want it to be very developed or very noticeable, but at the same time I thought it was missing something, so I decided to add a fireplace in the background. I added some little lights as well, and I think in the end it actually worked really well, and I really enjoyed it, how it looked. And here is the finished painting. It has a good amount of detailing and a lot of things happening at the same time, but I'm really happy with this painting. So I hope you enjoyed the process. It was quite a fun but interesting process for me to do. I think like the beginning stage of it, the sketching part of it, it was quite straightforward, quite easy for me to do, very intuitive, and I really like how it turned out. Like I like the graphic nature of the sketches. I liked the use of the pens and the shading and all of that. I'm quite pleased. I liked this sketch, that's why I chose it as my final illustration, the sketch that I wanted to actually finish. But like once I got into the digital part of it, sometimes it's very easy for me, very straightforward. I already know what I want to do, what is the color palette I want to use. But this time it took me a bit longer to figure out the color palette, and I was a bit frustrated in the beginning, but I think midway through the painting I actually figured out what was the right color palette, and it began to actually look very cohesive and it worked quite well, and I'm quite pleased with how it turned out. You can see it here. I like the storytelling part of the illustration, the fact that it has a character that is Lily, that is the little dog that is in the center of what happened. She obviously was a bit of a naughty dog, and Santa is trying to figure out if she actually deserves to get a present during Christmas time. The elves are trying to sort out the situation by putting the Christmas tree back together, and I think the whole situation is quite dynamic and has a story behind it, which I always try in a way or another to keep, because I think that storytelling element of illustrations is quite powerful, very important. So let me know if you actually liked it, if you liked the storytelling aspect of it. And yeah guys, if you like this video and if you like this type of videos, please give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next week with another video. Goodbye!